Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is about closet data. I find closet data really interesting, and I asked you all on Instagram if you felt the same, and a lot of you did, and a lot of you said you were interested in starting to compile some data or starting to look at your closet data. So I thought maybe this video would be helpful. You can kind of see what I do. So first thing first, why is closet data helpful? I find it helpful because it helps me to kind of get an idea of what I buy, what colors I buy, what brands I buy, what cuts and silhouettes of things I buy, how many dresses versus pants versus tops, that sort of thing, which helps me to identify the gaps in my wardrobe a little bit more easily and also helps me to just shop smarter. I know what I already have in my wardrobe. It's easier to figure out what is going to go together, and when maybe I find something that I really like, I'm like, do I really need this? And I can very easily just kind of look at the data and say, I do, it would be helpful, or no, I have so many similar things. I especially think closet data is helpful to people who maybe can't see everything in their wardrobe at once. I am lucky enough to have this beautiful setup that I use for filming where I can easily see my accessories, my shoes and my bags at least, and then my closet doors. I can see everything pretty well in that. I have not a walk-in wardrobe, it's just a sliding door, but I have everything kind of coordinated in there so that I can see things pretty easily. So I think that that is very helpful for me personally, but I also think that I'm mindful and I'm constantly going through things, and because I'm paying more attention because of YouTube and Instagram and all of that, I really do have a good idea of what I have in my wardrobe, but I still just find it really interesting. So I'm just gonna go through kind of what I do and what my closet data looks like. Maybe you'll find that interesting, but really just as an idea, and you can kind of see, oh, that would be helpful for me, or maybe it won't be. I have just about 200 items in my wardrobe. It's 208 now, which kind of seems like a big number and then kind of seems like a low number. So what that includes, that is bags, shoes, accessories. Accessories are like scarves, sunglasses, belts, that sort of thing. It includes winter coats, winter boots. It also includes coats, and it also includes the things in my closet. So like suits, blazers, pants, tops, dresses, cardigans, that kind of thing. It includes some of my formal wear. It doesn't include like my wedding dress and things like that, but things that I would still wear. What it does not include is undergarments, bathing suits, which I have one, bathing suits, pajamas, athletic wear, and I consider my like sneakers to be athletic wear, so that is not counted as well. So 208 items. I calculated my percentages based on that, but you can kind of think of it as around 200. One of the things I find to be most interesting with calculations is color. So 30% of my wardrobe is black, which is not a surprise. And then the next like largest color category is actually a multi. And when I say multi, I mean anything that's not solid colored. So if it has a pattern to it, or if it's a mix of colors, that goes into the multi category. So the next biggest percentage is multi, which is 16% of my wardrobe, and about 2/3 of that, the multicolors, are black and white. So definitely that is a really, really large part of my wardrobe. It's what I'm wearing right now. And then white is about 7% of my wardrobe. I have 8% with blues and navies, and then the white is next at 7%. I also have 7% of beiges and my neutral kind of colors, creams, that sort of thing. 7% of pink and 7% of burgundy. 5% of non-burgundy reds, so a more traditional red. 5% gray, 3% brown, 2% gold, 2% green, and then I have less than 1% of teal and orange, of which I have one item each. So those are the colors that I wear, and if you ask me what colors I have in my wardrobe, those are the ones that I would identify. I definitely gravitate more towards black and white. I do like blue and cream kind of based neutrals, as well as some grays. And then my colors are always reds, pinks, burgundies. That's what I love. And I have a little bit of green, and a little bit of, gold and those other colors. So that makes total sense to me, but that's how it breaks down. Next, I'm going to go into all the different categories that I have and how those break down as well. So I categorize by general category, and I have also more specific categories. So my general categories would be like tops, and then the secondary would be blouses versus t-shirts, that kind of thing. But before I jump into the details of all those categories, I also categorize by brand kind of overall. The most prevalent brand in my collection is Amour Vert, which does not surprise me. I have 15 items from them, and then the next most is at 8, and I have 8 items from A Day, Anne Fontaine, Nanette Lepore, Sarah Flint, Nora Gardner, and then I have 7 items from Rothy's and Ferragamo. 6 we go down to Burberry, Trina Turk, and Prada, and then 5 we go to Ally Shoes, Rebecca Taylor, Stuart Weitzman, and Theory. All of the brands that I work with are basically represented there, which I think is wonderful, as well as the brands, luxury brands I gravitate more towards, which is that Ferragamo, Prada, Louis Vuitton. Those are the ones that I just have the most of in my collection. I foresee the brands that I do work with and love, and you can tell that I actually really do love them because these are the most prevalent things in my collection. Those brands I expect I will continue to buy more things from. And then brands like Rebecca Taylor, Nanette Lepore, who is no longer in business, so that one I'm definitely not getting more from. But yeah, Nanette Lepore, Theory, Rebecca Taylor, Stuart Weitzman. I don't really see myself adding any more of those kind of items. I'm just not gravitating towards those much anymore. Sometimes I'll find a few things pre-loved, but I haven't been interested in sort of like newer collections from them. So I'm definitely gravitating more towards the sustainable brands and comfortable brands, brands that I just think work really well with my lifestyle and are just kind of more practical. Okay, so to jump into the categories, I will go by the largest to the smallest percentages in my collection. So the largest percentage is tops, and this is actually really interesting because I was just saying I wanted some more tops and more like statement tops. My tops, of course, also include like t-shirts, so they can be casual and even like tank tops, but 20% of my wardrobe is tops, which I think makes a lot of sense. You can wear a bottom a lot of different times, but a top might be a little bit more obvious. So I do like to have more tops than bottoms. Of that 28%, that's 43 items in my wardrobe, and 18 of them are blouses. 9 are short sleeve t-shirts. I also have 6 button downs, 6 tank tops, 4 long sleeve t-shirts. So in terms of how that breaks down with color, it's 13 black, 8 white, again, not a surprise, 6 pink, 5 burgundy, 4 multi. So I was correct that I do want to add more pattern kind of things into my wardrobe. 3 red, 2 green, 1 kind of nude neutral, and 1 blue. So that's how my tops break down. Do I need more white tops and black tops? Probably not, but I do want to add in some more colors. The only ones that surprise me in there are that the red and the multi are as low as they are. I can think of a couple things that I have from that I really love and gravitate towards, but it is a smaller percentage of my collection than I thought. The next largest section, which does not surprise me at all, is shoes, and that is 15% of my wardrobe. I have 31 pairs of shoes. I love shoes. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me. 31 is actually probably smaller than I would have thought. So that is comprised of 11 pairs of heels, which is less than you might have thought. I wear heels all the time in pictures and things, but it's 11. I do have some more on my wish list, but yeah, 11 pairs of heels, 6 pairs of sandals, some of which are heeled, some of which are not, 4 pairs of flats, 4 pairs of ankle boots, 3 pairs of tall boots, 2 pairs of winter boots, and then 1 mule. Color-wise, that breaks down to 10 black, 6 nude neutral, 3 brown, 3 blue, 2 gold, 2 pink, 2 burgundy, 2 white, and 1 gray. So that's how those kind of break down, which is pretty representative of the colors in my collection. I don't have any true reds right now, which is definitely something that I want to add. I plan on doing so in both a heel and a flat. So those are things that are on my wish list, or at least the flats were, and then the heels are something I do want to add. The next largest section is bags. I have 24 bags, which is 11.5% of my collection. 13 crossbodies, 7 totes, 2 shoulder bags, and 2 clutches. Color-wise, that breaks down to 7 black, 3 beige, 3 pink, 3 blue, 2 multi, 2 red, and 1 each of brown, burgundy, white, and gold. Next is dresses, which is 10.5% of my collection. I broke down my dresses. The secondary categories are formal, casual, and work. The work is kind of also anything that is not exactly formal or exactly casual. So not all of them are necessarily like pencil dresses, right? Some of them are more A-line, that sort of thing, but definitely would still be work appropriate. Most of them fall into that work. There's 11 work, there are 6 formal, and then 5 casual. Color-wise, I have the largest aspect of multi when it comes to dresses, so 8 of those are multicolored, 6 are black, 2 are white, 1 is gray, 1 burgundy, 1 navy, and 1 orange. So that's where the orange thing comes in my collection. 8% of my collection is pants. That's 16 pairs in total, 9 of which are straight, 4 skinny, 2 wide leg, 1 legging, which I don't consider to be athletic because it's suede. And color-wise, that breaks down to 9 black, 3 multi, 2 gray, 1 blue, and 1 burgundy. I do have more pants because I consider that to be part of my suits. I have 2 pantsuits. Next, we jump all the way down to 6% of my collection, which is accessories. So that's, again, SLGs, sunglasses, scarves, and they pretty much break down exactly like that. It's 4 belts, 4 SLGs, 3 scarves, and 2 sunglasses. 6% category that I have is coats. I have 13 coats, 5 winter coats, 4 mid-weight coats, and 4 trench coats. So that's how that breaks down. And I do have another winter coat on my wish list. For 5% of my collection, we have cardigans, 7 of which are long, 3 of which are short, and they are a full range of colors. So 5% of my collection is suits. Again, 2 pantsuits and then 8 skirt suits. That breaks down to 3 blue, 2 black, 2 multi, 1 burgundy, 1 red, 1 teal. So that's where the teal comes in my collection. So my pants suits are blue and teal, which can add to the pants section, and then all the other colors are skirt suits. So if I want to wear those separately as skirts, that is the next section of my collection. I have 8 other skirts in my collection, which is 4% of my collection. 4 of those are pencil skirts, 3 are A-line, and 1 is a wrap skirt. 3 black, 2 multi, 2 burgundy, 1 red. And then I also have 5 blazers, so again, not including the suits. Blazers are only 2% of my collection, which is a little surprising to me. I do have a couple on my wish list, but most of them are shorter or like kind of regular length, and then I have 2 longer line blazers. 3 of them are black, 1 is gray, and 1 is black and white, so I definitely want to add some other colors into that. I'm thinking a neutral blazer, a longer line kind of cream blazer, which I've had on my wish list, and then I also probably need a red blazer, though I do have some red represented in my suit collection now. I have 6 pairs of jeans and 5 sweaters to kind of round everything out. All of my jeans are skinny jeans, and most of them are blue, except there is 1 black and 1 gray pair. So in terms of sweaters, I have 5 sweaters, 3 are V-neck, 2 are crew. Color-wise, there's a range: black, gray, red, burgundy, and beige. So there's 1 each of all of those. So looking at the overall picture of that, I can really determine what would be helpful to add into my collection. What do I have a lot of? It doesn't surprise me that most of my collection is bags, shoes, tops, and that I probably have more suits than most. I really like dresses and blazers as well, so yeah, it doesn't really surprise me. Bottoms have been something I've been concentrating on a lot, probably because I don't fit into all of them right now. So many black pairs, which are more flattering, and some of which are forgiving, but when I can access my entire collection, I think I will appreciate the pants a little bit more. But I definitely see the gaps that are missing with that, because I do want to add some more color and I do want to add some more silhouettes, that sort of thing. Oh, I find that interesting, but of course that's my collection. I hope that it was of some interest to you all to sort of see how that all breaks down, but hopefully it did help you figure out what kind of closet data you might be interested in for yourself and how that might help you determine your personal style if you haven't yet figured that out, the color palette that you tend to go with and what's going to work with your wardrobe, and any gaps that are missing. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.